Chambers at the helm, his third season here at FGCU after 9 years coaching Penn State. Also was on the staff at Villanova alongside Jay Wright. And John Jacobs, his first season, the Chicago native, after 7 seasons coaching alongside Scott Drew, including Baylor's 2021 national title team. Underway here, here's Munoz. Munoz guarded by Miller, probes the defense, kicks to Johnson, gliding along the baseline. Fadeaway, mid-range is in.
Good looking shot there. You saw the motion offense. The ball went from one side of the floor to the opposite side. Made the defense move.
Johnson averaging 13 a game. FAU's first possession, Miller. Lobs for Titus and the slam.
I love it. That's a great start. Also, good set play. Getting the bigs involved. You want to see some paint touches. Keep those big fellas running the floor for you.
They were working on that in shoot-around, the high-low, the 2 bigs. Munoz handles it well. Slashing, kicking. McClain for 3. That's good. That's
the prototype basketball nowadays. Everybody can put it on the floor. Good dribble drive action. Be ready to shoot the 3.
McClain 36% from distance, had 17 points at Drake. Evans Jr. Walker. Lob to Titus and he lays it in. Beautiful dime from Walker.
Can't say it enough, Ari. Love the paint touches.
Here are the starters for FGCU. Barno, McClain, Johnson, Munoz, and Willowette. Out of the corner, open 3 is shy. And Baba Miller, the rebound. FAU's starting lineup, Evans Jr., Walker, Titus, Miller, and Tandy. Tandy got caught in the air there and turned it over. 2 weeks away from home, and FAU trying to secure home court, keep that streak going at 13 in a row. Munoz, he's had a big impact here. Off the dribble. Barno spins in the lane. That floater is short. And look at the elevation by Caleb Glenn.
Great rebound with 2 hands.
Ready in traffic. Difficult shot. Look at Carroll crashing. Had it knocked away. Puts it back up. No good. And cleared by Stewart.
Good battle underneath the glass here. I like the officials letting the players play.
Eagles to within 4. You got to find Johnson. Duox to the rim, rejected by Carroll and Glenn.
No doubt. Had to go a little bit higher for that one.
Glenn for 3, buckets.
Right on cue. Glenn with the 3 ball gets the crowd right back into it.
Well, that was a big one. Coach Jacobs wanted a turnover, I believe, on the inbounds.
Big time block. Again, meeting up at the 11th floor. Glenn in transition. Knocks down the 3. You caught that, Ari.
Yeah.
Rims at 10. They were up at 11.
I've never been up there, I'll tell you that.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Mine doesn't go to the 7th. I'll back up by 7 off of the Glenn triple. Munoz works on Glenn, hard right. Duax to the left hand for the finish.
Excellent job using his body to shield the shot blocker, going right at his chest.
Duax with 10. Walker along the baseline. Evans Jr. rimming no. And the rebound to Barno. Barno looking to attack Johnson. Checked by Glenn. What a physical player he is. Munoz steps into 3 and buries it.
Munoz is having a game. Great step in. Again, that's secondary break action. That's not a set play. Ball goes to the corner, comes back around. Defense not set.
Munoz has 11. Ready, spinning right. Evans Jr. for 3. Air ball. Good effort by Carroll. Evans Jr., after hitting a couple of triples to end the first half, struggling to find the range here. Here's Munoz.
Great step into the 3-ball. About as good as it gets. If you're the trailer, you step right into it. That's like a practice shot.
So Vanterpool called upon here as he enters. Kiki Tandy back on the floor. And look at this. FGCU can tie it or take the lead with a 3. And they throw the ball away. Inopportune time there.
Costly turnover. But again, the key to that one, dead ball turnover. They can get a chance to get their defense set.
Coach Chambers perplexed, but that is only their 4th turnover.
One of the keys, limit turnovers, being able to be successful on the road. You can't turn it over.
Vanterpool took steps as FAU gives it back to him. Do you feel like, Chris, do you feel like FAU's been a little bit impatient running the offense this half?
Right now, they're out of sorts. They're not running really smooth offense. They haven't been able to get out in transition, and the 3-ball isn't going down like it was in the first half. One of my keys, get paint touches. I believe they can do that with the size advantage they have.
McClain on an ISO. Look at that cut and finish. Duax.
That was a beautiful pass, Ari. Excellent cut and finish. Great job by FGCU.
McClain, that is assist number 4. And we are tied. Glenn from NBA range, short. They get it back to Glenn. Dribbles into traffic and a jump ball as Pat Chambers applauds the effort of his Eagle team. They have tied this game after trailing by a dozen at the break as Coach John Jacobs searches for answers here with the FAU offense. Look at that dime by McClain, and Duax, another bucket for the Eagles. Dalian Johnson, this guy's a force.
No doubt. We talked about him being able to shoot the basketball, give him a little bit of space, all bottom there. But I love that move there. Put the shoulder in the chest of the defender, create space, get into the lane. Teardrop, you need that in your package. And that 3-ball goes down when he gives the assist. Also, all around, love the way this team plays with each other. And Johnson benefits from being able to play basketball at a high basketball IQ.
Dalian Johnson with 17. You know, Coach Chambers, he really likes this group. He says they're well connected. As you just pointed out, they like each other. He says they're good in the airport, they're good in meetings, and they're good on the court.
Well, again, in this day and age with so many transfers, people leaving from one place to the other, you can put talent together, but is the chemistry good? Do these guys like one another? Can they coexist? And obviously, it's always good to hear that from coaches when the players play together and they get along with each other off the court.
McClain rushes into the front court away from the trap. That pass deflected and stolen. Walker ahead to Tandy. Kiki for 3, bucket!
Yes, sir! You needed that great steal. Transition 3 gets the crowd right back into this ball game.
A quick 5 points for FAU. Here comes the trap. Duax locked in the corner. Finds Johnson. Now FAU has to track back. Here comes the crowd. 3 minutes to play.
Coach Chambers telling his crew just to settle down. This is where the motion offense can be so difficult. You have to have patience on the defensive end to stop it.
Munoz underneath. Forced it up. No. Weak side rebound. Duax. That one hurts.
Ari, Owls in the zone currently. Very difficult to rebound out of the zone. Gave up the offensive glass there.
Munoz works against Glenn. Tough 3-pointer. Wow, are you kidding me?
Big time 3-run stopper.
Munoz with 14. Is that a dagger? Tandy for 3. That's off. And Barno, but you got to credit Michael Duax gave them that second possession.
No question. They were in the zone. They went to the man-to-man, but in the zone, rebounding responsibilities can be so difficult.
McClain on the ISO. Johnson the pop. 10 seconds to shoot. Johnson for 3. Baba Miller elevates for the rebound. Got to have a bucket here for the Owls. Evans Jr. Evans Jr. goes hard to the basket. Had it knocked away. Miller. Crossover. Step back. Three. Cash.
Wow. Big time move by Baba. Jab step. Crossover. Step back. Three. Can they get a stop?
FGCU will work clock. Here's the trap. Tough team to trap. They've got a lot of guys that handle the ball.
They've made timely shots. Can the Owls force a tough one?
Owls have to have a stop here. Munoz. He walked. Oh, we get a call, a foul.
Wow, would love to see another look at that one. Let's take a look at Baba first. Again, step back three, creates the space, top of the key area, which is the sweet spot. Nails it on that last possession. Let's see if the Owls can come up with a defensive stop.
On the inbound, they throw it away. Miller has it. Walker. Lob pass in the dunk.
Risky play, but again, Walker trusting Baba. He dunks it, and more importantly, this arena is on its feet.
The crowd in an uproar. Timeout, Coach Chambers and FGCU. One possession game.
And you love Walker on that last play, Ari. That's just players being players. Again, Baba gives it up. I'm not sure if I test it, but he gives it back to the big fella, and he gives up and shows you exactly why he has NBA potential.
Wait, what floor was that? You said 11th floor.
I think that was on the 13th floor. If he goes up a little bit higher than 11.
Yeah, that is a Sports Center top 10 nominee.
Gets my vote.
Baba Miller. Well, you got 40 seconds remaining, Coach Jacobs. He deployed that full court pressure. That has ignited his team.
Let me explain pressure. Oftentimes when you're in a situation when you're winning, you don't attack pressure like during the normal stage of a game. So you're a little cautious. You may not go to the basket when you probably should. In that case there, it's benefiting the defense. I love the Owls coming out in the pressure, putting the Eagles on their heels, so to speak, because oftentimes you're not sure if I want to go to the basket, do I want to take a shot, is it too early? So it puts a lot of pressure on the offensive player.
Baba Miller with a double-double, 25 points, 10 rebounds. Moretti leading in assists with 7 for FAU. Johnson, 17 points. Barno with 7 rebounds from the point guard position.
Barno has done a really good job running the show, being able to be successful in the half court with cuts. However, right now, as the point guard, it's so important for him to keep everyone level and making sure shots are taken at the right time. If you are the Eagles, you want to run this clock down as low as possible, probably not shooting it until under 7 if possible.
Where do the Eagles go on this possession, Chris?
Again, motion offense finds the open man, so you can't really say.
Trying to get it in bounds. Johnson slips, and they foul Barno with 39 seconds remaining.
That could have been costly for the Eagles, like you said. Johnson went down. Fortunate they weren't passing the ball to him. Eagles fouling there because they're under the limit. They have fouls to give if that's the case.
Yeah, they've got fouls to give, so FAU will either go for the quick steal or the immediate foul. Barno's 70% free throw shooter. McClain at 62%, so he may be a target.
And as an offensive player, you have to be strong with the basketball, understanding there may be contact, but you made a great point. The Owls do not have to foul, so you're not sure if the foul's coming or not. So be strong with the basketball if you're the Eagles.
Well, McClain not in the game right now, so you look at other targets. Surprisingly, Delian Johnson just 60% on the season, but that is a risk sending that guy to the free throw line.
Foul was in the backcourt. The officials just came over to us, so the shot clock goes to 30, so they have additional time. So most likely the Owls will foul before the shot clock goes all the way down if they don't get a steal.
They get it into Duax. They foul Stewart in the corner. With 36 seconds remaining.
Again, good physical action right in front of us, Ari. Again, Duax doing a really good job getting himself open for the pass.
Well, Baba Miller will be guarding the inbound with his length, trying to deflect the pass. In the backcourt, Barno, they will foul him immediately, and that will bring us to a 1-and-1. So Ramir Barno, 70% free throw shooter. His first trip to the foul line tonight.
Important to note, first trip to the line, pressure type situation. Not sure when's the last time he shot the basketball from the outside.
Good point. He does have 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals for the sophomore from Philly. And these are critical. They will sub in McClain for defense.
Fans doing a great job getting really loud behind the basket. That's home court advantage.
Front end of the 1-and-1. Rimming, no! Here comes Moretti. One possession game. Miller. Tandy for the tie catch!
Excellent sequence. That's why you like to play games at home. The fans doing a good job. Free throw shooter misses, comes back in transition, 3-ball down. We have a tie ball game.
FGCU can hold for 1. 10 seconds. Munoz works against Glenn with 7. Munoz with 6. Munoz spinning. Munoz fades, shoots and scores!